Hey, Crypto Growth fam, how's it going? This is your host Shazib signing in. We're back with another video, guys. In this video, we will be discussing Algorand, a key player in adoption. It's going to be an interesting one, guys, so make sure to watch till the end. And folks, for those of you who are new to the channel, we primarily discuss utility coins and potential gems. If you're interested in any of that stuff, then subscribe to the channel and hit the notification icon for regular videos. And you can also support the channel by becoming a Patreon, so do check that out as well, only if you're interested. And folks, you can also check out the official Crypto Growth partners for the exchange. We've got MEXC. You can follow the link in the description box below for rebates, discounts, offers, benefits, and lowest fees. So do check it out. And as far as the wallet is concerned, you can check out Decent. They've got their remarkable products, their biometric wallet, which has got an astonishing $30 off. And you can also check out their biometric wallet 2x package, guys, which has got a phenomenal $99 off only if you follow the link in the description box below. Decent supports 3000 plus of your favorite coins and tokens, and it supports 50 plus blockchain mainnets. Anyways, let's see what's happening with Algo in real time, what the official community, what the official handles are saying, and what the community is saying. Let's start with the community. So yeah, Crypto Sensei over here says that just in, Archex is becoming a key player in institutional tokenization, partnering with XDC, XRP, Algo, and HBAR. We cover all four of them in this channel, folks, because all of them are working for institutional adoption, or they're working for they're working to disrupt tokenization and a lot of these different innovative sectors. This effort differs from typical RWAs you may know. This is BlackRock money. So look at this. Archex, tokenized RWAs offering Quantos EURD for MMFs, Quantos blockchain technology ABRDN, bridging RWAs onto XRPL, support for RLUSD, the stablecoin of Ripple, Mataco, Ripple, State Street, Fidelity. Then we've got Archex RWA access on XDC network, TradeFinex. We've got institutional HBAR staking, tokenized MMF access. Cool. Money Mike says that loaded up the Algo wallet where to deploy. Most commented ticker will get some love. Algo is still undervalued according to Roos over here. Crypto Roos, let's see what he has to say.
Algorand is still down like 70%. No, 80%. Even though they have come up a little bit in 2024, they're still down like 80 freaking percent, which means a lot of room to grow.
By the way, this is the latest post from Algorand on staking. The first post, I think, is it pinned or not? I do not know. We'll check this out. We'll check that out in a moment. So this is about that, I think.
Okay. Algorand had sustained some FUD over the years. Their CEO, I believe, stepped down. Their biggest DEX went belly up. But since then, they've been still working at it. They're still around. Charles Hoskinson of Cardano loves Algorand, thinks that they could be a great AI chain. But more importantly, they're one of the big four now. Okay, Algorand is ISO compliant. It's in the US on Coinbase, and they've been tracking the same movement as XRP and Hedera and Cardano. So that's why I call them one of the big four. Okay. I mean, they have things going on too. You know, they're working with MasterCard, and their chart also shows that, hey, that's a double bottom right there. And they could definitely be heading higher too. Overall, I think they're going to have a great year because of what I said. American-based crypto projects once upon a time was very frowned upon because of Gary Gensler and the SEC. Now that he's gone, Trump is coming in and appointing all the pro-crypto people, including a new chair and new CFTC chair and everyone else in between. You know, it seems like it's going to be a 180, right? And Algorand could definitely ride a momentum upwards.
Yeah, Algorand had to sustain a bit of FUD, if you remember, and Algorand still went on to develop behind the scene, forging partnerships, these collaborations, these connections that apparent or direct, apparent or in front of everyone, or hidden, like MasterCard, and then we've got these hidden connections as well that the proponents always talk about. So Algo certainly has potential, and it is trying to build behind the scenes all the time. Algo hodler, just hodl, buy the dip. 2025 class, why should we listen to you? I've played these games before, okay. Algo 2025, best year. Look at this. There was another technical over here. Let me just pause this video for a moment. ADA versus Algo seems interesting from CryptoCharged. If you followed Casper, CryptoCharged, you might know them from them. They're on forward. They've got interesting opinions. We're going to be looking at this in a moment. But there was another technical over here. Yeah, this was it. January 2nd, by the way. Algo broken out. Pump soon. Look at this. Crucial levels were tested. Look at this trend line, this resistance point over here. It was broken. Although at the moment the entire market is bleeding, but this is a bit old, January 2nd. So yeah. Anyways, let's see what CryptoCharged has to say. Just a moment. Yeah. Algo versus ADA, which is the better buy? When analyzing charts, ROI and market structure play a key role. Algo and ADA show strikingly similar patterns, both forming similar bottoming structures and retesting previous resistance as support, yet their corrective moves differ. Let me open this up. Let me pause this. Yeah. ADA still has potential, but its imbalances are already being addressed, suggesting a more tempered upside of 76%. When analyzing chart ROI, okay, Algo corrected minus 54%, while ADA saw a 42% pullback. The imbalances in Algorand's chart offer a 170 to 280% potential upside, making it more attractive from a risk-reward perspective. Let's see.
Let's consult the handy dandy charts to tell us which is the better buy. And again, remember guys, we're going to look at a few things here. We want to look at market structure, and then we also want to look at ROI, our return on our investment. Also, when we're looking at those things, we can sometimes look at an opportunity that has a slightly better ROI, but the structural opportunity isn't quite there, meaning that there is imbalances that are left lower behind, which may give us a better risk to reward ratio if we wait for those prices. So let's talk a little bit about that here. We look at these, the two panel I have here. On the left side, we have Algorand on the weekly chart, and then on the right side, we have Cardano on the weekly chart. We actually have a lot of similarities in the chart here, right? You guys can see they kind of have this, double bottom, this big W that occurred, obviously over different capacities. So you have like a triple test here from December through September to kind of create that left one here for Cardano, and then you had the big pop higher here. On Algorand, it was more of a straightforward W. We kind of had just more of the simple testing that happened there, but nonetheless, you guys can see that the structures look relatively similar. You obviously had the follow through off that W on both sides here. So you had the big break over the top of the middle of the W, big break over the top of the middle of the W. You also have in both of these instances a retest of the middle of that W. Now, of course, there's other bounces lower, but this is what I would say the minimum requirement would be for us to say that we have a relatively rebalanced chart. We're basically taking a previous high and flipping that into a new floor of support. So something that was previously a ceiling of resistance, now a floor of support. Those are the kind of behavior you like to see in the market, right? And again, you offered some pretty decent pullbacks in here. So for Cardano here on the, for Algorand, we had upwards of like a 54-55% correction. That's pretty aggressive. That's what I like to see. And then for Cardano here, when we look at, from $1.30 or so, we had about a 42% correction. So slightly smaller correction, but nonetheless, you can see that the behaviors are relatively similar. Now, here's really where we start to get into the nitty gritties of what's the better buy. One of the things I always look for when we're talking about imbalances or areas of interest or liquidity pockets, especially at higher prices where we had kind of like a market topping structure, and then you get this big breakdown without confirming that it's a new ceiling of resistance. When those gaps or those opportunities are still open, I find those to be more attractive and higher probability setups, and probably setups that I'm more keen to jump on or add to. So when I look at some of those areas, so for example here on Algorand, there's major imbalance up in this pocket up in here. So we're going to call it between 97 cents and $1.26. When we look at where Cardano's at, I would say that the imbalance is up here. but we've already started to clear out the bottom end of that imbalance. Now, does that mean that I think that that's it? Cardano's had his big run and we're not going to see new all-time highs? No, of course. You always can slap the fib on here and say swing high, swing low. Where could I potentially see targets 1, 2, 3 based on our very simple target making using the extensions that are provided from the way that we set up our fibs. But when I see that, but there's two relatively rebalanced charts in here. One of them is actually a little bit closer to that rebalancing zone, and I see that there's a gap that hasn't been filled out. And then I measure from current market, I see 170% upwards of maybe like a 250% move to the top of that gap. It's a little bit more attractive to me. So even though with Cardano here, right, and we see it to the top of this gap from current market, it's about a 76% move. So again, that's not necessarily that has to be the end all be all game plan for you guys. Swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, and let's tighten that up so that's actually accurate there. And again, you guys might have slightly different data based on whatever's going on with the exchange, but this is just kind of a general ROI here. But let's say we're able to get an entry from the area of interest we identified here. So 32 cents for Algorand being the top of that value zone. Up into that 1.618 is roughly almost a 13, 14x opportunity. Let's say for our Cardano opportunity here, we're going to call from the top of this zone. If we were to get another 80 cent offering here, we would see upwards of maybe like a 5x up into that 1.618 for the $4.87 region. So a variety of things here, right? We talked in market cap is also another factor we can talk about here, but you guys can go in on CoinMarketCap or even on the side there and look at some of the market capitalizations. We have the gap that's left over on Algorand that has not been filled out. You have a better ROI to both that gap as well as the 1.618. So this is some of the things I consider when I think what's the better buy. But again, vastly different fundamentals, vastly different tokenomics, vastly different market capitalizations. But from a charting perspective, this is kind of how I'd break it down and do that analysis.
Folks, a good comparison and technicals over here. Now let's see what's happening with official Algo account, official Algo X handle. Let's see what's new. Yeah, this was the video that was presented in the beginning. Staking on Algorand, no slashing, no lockups, real-time rewards. Launching January 2025. Stay tuned. Okay, there was an interesting post that I wanted to share with you folks. Anyways, 13 hours ago, new users are flooding into the Algorand ecosystem and experiencing the unmatched user experience on Algorand for the first time. They're all saying the same thing. Welcome to the best show in town, folks. Look at this. Maxes and KOLs from other blockchains reacting after finally experiencing the UX on Algorand. I owe you an apology. I wasn't really familiar with your game. Okay. Algo Foundation is excited to return as the lead partner of CFC St. Moritz, happening next week. This is one of the top gatherings for the crypto industry each year, and it is an honor to be a part of it. Attending good events is always good. Congratulations are in order for the Exodus team on their NYSE listing. ICYMI, the Exodus common stock token is tokenized on the Algorand blockchain. Look at this. New York Stock Exchange, January 8th, 2025, Exod listed NYSE. Okay. Securing our post-quantum future decentralized recovery alliance. The DREC alliance is one of the alliances that is going for that mass adoption, the journey towards mass adoption, and it wants to do its level best for that. And look at the names that are associated with it: HBAR, Algo, XRP, DAG, ADA, Casper. We cover all of them. Haven't covered Cardano much, but we've covered the others consistently. They're trying their level best for institutional adoption, and Algorand is playing a key role in that adoption. Look at this. Securing our post-quantum future decentralized recovery alliance, John Woods, CTO, Algo Foundation, highlights the critically essential role of DREC alliance in securing our rapidly advancing digital world. This seems like a good catchy title. A key player in the digital world. Yeah, I might make that the title. And this is the post I wanted to share with you folks. This is close to 7 minutes long. You have to watch this thing. Watch this video. This seems interesting. securing our post-quantum future. So folks, what do you guys think about Algorand? Is it indeed a key player in the digital world? I would really like your opinions. Do hit the comment box below and let the community know. Anyways guys, this was it for the video. If you liked it, make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification icon if you're interested in utility coins and potential gems. And you can also support the channel by becoming a Patreon, so do check that out. Like I always say in the end, until next time, stay blessed and stay tuned. Thank you very much everyone.